YouTube, you guys are not watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Today we're going to be playing, I don't know, the Blackwing deck that I've been talking about for who knows how long, and it's going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, I haven't done this in a very long time, so let's get on to it. He's going to set 1, 2, 3, okay, 3, 4 back row. Okay, this man's just asking to be Delty Crow, anti-reverse, so hopefully everything does go according to plan. I'm just going to summon Gale, and I'm going to match him with my back row. And then, what, response? None? Okay, sweet. And then we're just going to, you know, give it back to him. I don't know what the hell he's playing to be playing 4 back row, but if it's Burning Abyss, I have nothing to be afraid of. He has no cards in hand. So Karma Cuts and Phoenix Windwing Blasts are not going to hurt me. M-Phase Blind Space Typhoon, I swear if all 3 of those were Typhoons. Okay, sweet. Cool. Alright, nothing to fear. I mean, and now that I think about it, since, you know, he was giving responses, I probably should have just set Delta Crow, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and activate Delta Crow right now anyways. Do you have a response, young sir? Highlander? Because, I mean, it's practically going to ruin every single card that you have right about now, and it's going to put me in a huge advantage. Okay, the Mystical Space Typhoon I saw coming. He's going to hit the D-Prison. Alright, that's pretty smart. I wish he hits the Icarus attack. What else do you have? Now, the biggest reason why I did it on his turn is because, well, I didn't necessarily know I was playing against artifacts, but I mean, you never can be too careful. So he's gonna activate Sanctum too. That's weird and nice. Okay, that's fine. So Sanctum is going to special summon. Okay, Scythe, and he's not gonna get its effect, and then he's gonna lose all his cards. That's perfectly fine with me. So it's back to my turn. Black Whirlwind, card I wish I had opening, and we're just going to go ahead and get rid of Artifact Sight. Now that I'm seeing Artifact in here, I'm thinking of H.A.T, so it's a possibility we're playing against H.A.T. Got to keep in mind, I do have Icarus attack. He's very low on cards, so I don't think I need is a Blackwing monster right about now to feed off of Black Whirlwind, which, I mean, I feel that I have this game in the bag. That Delta Crow, even though he did get to activate 2 of them and, you know, get rid of my star, 3 of them, I felt like that forced him to basically, hey, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn. I don't necessarily know why I passed the turn. I mean, I felt like I was in a prime position. Oh, wait, never mind. That's why. Icarus attack. Icarus attack is a card. And, yeah, alright, I see what you do in Cali Effect. I see what I'm doing. And now we're going to normal summon Bora, Whirlwind's effect. This is going to be hard. Let's go ahead and fetch the Zephyro. Yeah, because Zephyro is going to go ahead and give me Kalute. I don't feel like I'll need Kalute in this matchup. He is playing hands, so Kalute doesn't really give me much. Hit him for 17 and pass turn. What else do you have? Yeah, I think hands are probably one of the most awkward matchup for Blackwings because, like, if I am having dedicated boards with dedicated back row, the hands are just gonna rip that up with no remorse. It's really rough. So, whatever. Let's have a sure. Activate Whirlwind effect. Any response? Waiting, and we're playing waiting game. He's gonna activate Sanctum maybe. This Bottomless is already engraved, and there's the Sanctum. That's fine. What is Sanctum going to get you? Because I'm planning on making Dweller, depending on what you have, or something. Alright, he's going to go into Scythe, which, I mean, you would think is a really big card against this deck, because, you know, you summon cards like that, and people forget that Gale is at 2, and that's why it's not a really big card. But you summon monsters like 2200 beaters, and I don't have Sirocco on the field back in the old days, then yeah, it would be... What? Oh, okay, we'll just special summon it again. Yeah, thank you. But people think that, you know, it would be a struggle. It's not a struggle. You know, Gale is at 2 now, so a lot of those monsters that we do have to face against, they're extremely easy to go against. And as you guys can see, I'm not even special summoning. Like, this deck does not go into that extra deck very often, even though I do play tuners and such. I don't necessarily need to go into extra deck to make huge pushes. You guys seen Delta Crow and Icarus attack do most of the dirty work, and then me just follow up with some really good play. Yeah, I'm gonna compulse that in battle phase because that card is a struggle. Like I said, I can't let those hands activate and resolve. So we're gonna put that back into his hand. Any back row? Well, it doesn't matter. It's probably an artifact anyways. So I'm going to just be bold. I'm not even going to Typhoon it. I feel like that would be bad. We're just going to go ahead and attack for him. I know he doesn't play before, so. Sweet. Even though I could have colluded right there and just made game right there, it's fine. But TheCaliEffect likes to be TheCaliEffect. Alright guys, going into that game 2. Okay, this is an awkward hand nonetheless. I don't feel too comfortable with this, but hey, it's yellow swag, whatever. I mean, I drew 4 of my 16 monsters, so that's perfect. We're just gonna go ahead and summon, and then I'm gonna bait him. I don't know why I'm not running Bills, because I know that's a hand. I'm gonna go ahead and special summon Bora. Bills, I think Bills would be really essential to playing Blackwing, so he's gonna go ahead and bottomless trap hole it like I suspected. And I'm gonna set 2 back row and then wonder, why the hell did I set 2 back row? I mean, because we both know that's a hand. I know it's a hand, you know it's a hand. So why am I setting back row for your hand to run into? I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I know he needs to get over this monster very quickly, or it could turn into a Bills that I don't have. So he's going to go ahead and attack into it, and I'm kind of glad that I did set that back row, because I'm just going to go ahead and use it right now. You know, get out of the hand's way, and deprison that DNA and not give that hand. I want to say it's a nice hand, but I don't know. I'm just going to not give it any targets whatsoever. And then on his end phase, we already know what's coming. I'm going to Icarus attack that card. Oh, whoa, right, Geki. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That helps me with my combo too. So go ahead and waste that Raigeki on a monster that doesn't really mean much right now, because I don't even have a way to make what I want to make with it. But sure, we're just going to go ahead and, oh, I knew it, Ice Hand. We're just going to go ahead and Icarus attack him. Sweet. And now we're drawing that Icarus control. So we're going to go ahead and normal summon Gale, attack for 1300. And the biggest thing I like about Blackwings is that Kalute is at 3. So I feel very safe normal summoning monsters like Gale to the side of the field with a Kalute in hand, because hell, he's a 2700 attack monster. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. That's just too good to give up. That was way too good to give up. Kalute. Alright, let's play that Kalute control now then. Sweet. 1400 damage right to his life points. Nothing he can do about it. Screw you to Ice Hand, because I have no back row. I feel like I'm going 2 cards against 1. Right now it is a bit of a struggle, but hey, why do I have a feeling that that's an Ice Hand? I mean, because he said it, and Fire Hand would just attack over it, so it's an Ice Hand. Let's get it face up. Sweet. I could collude it. Nah, I'll just take the damage. I'll take the damage. And you know what? I'm going to bluff the Forbidden Lance, and I'm going to pretend like I accidentally set a card. Sweet. Because I taught you guys this a long time ago. A lot of people are like, fuck, you know, you said it, and you like, I forgot about the Ice Hand, such and such. So you're like, well, this is the opportunity for Ice Hand. He attacks into the Ice Hand. I activate Forbidden Lance on the Ice Hand. So, yeah, okay. I was trying to hold S, okay? Don't judge me. I was trying my best to hold S so it wouldn't give off anything. But, I guess this guy said, I don't understand what that means, but sure. I didn't think it was Maramello. I knew it was Ice Hand, because if it was Maramello, I wouldn't have. Yeah, but long story short, this guy doesn't fall for the bait, so it kind of sucks. I do have Forbidden Lance face down, and kind of just sits there, resonates there. So it's like, he didn't fall for the bait. I'm kind of sad. He's a good player for not falling for the bait. I'll give that to him. But ultimately, this is going to go into a long stall off because he didn't fall into a bait. He should have just fell into the bait. Everybody likes falling for bait once in a while, so go ahead and set your back row. That's fine. And the thing I don't like about Blackwings is when we do get, is if this deck does get into a halt like this, because the longer he sits on his field, he gets more stuff that I don't want to run into. Like, I don't want to see any of these type of cards. But luckily I draw Shura, and I'm going to declare battle with Shura, and I want to Forbidden Lance his Ice Hand and damage step where he least expected. He goes Shadow Mirror, and I'm like, I couldn't Lance the Shura and discard Kalute, but I felt that that's just too much of a nag, man. So, I don't even know what to do, man. This sucks. Like, I'm not going to get Shura's effect, but it's not the end of the world that I didn't get Shura's effect. So we're going to go ahead and Lance the Ice Hand. It's whatever. And I'm going to proceed my attack with Shura. I don't think it's, like, worth that much to discard a Kalute and Lance to Shura just to gain Shura's effect for an extra monster to our side of the field, whose effect is negated and won't get us much. So I'll go ahead and set Fiendish Chain Master. It was not really. It was none. So he's going to set more back row, and that's perfectly fine with me. I'm actually very content with the board that I have with 2 Forbidden Lances in hand. We're going to go ahead and activate Duality. Duality gives me Phoenix Chain, Black Whirlwind. Ooh, Black Whirlwind. Okay. Alright, I wish you were here sooner, but I can't complain. We're going to attack with Shura, sorry. And then we're going to attack with the Collude. He's going to let that through, and I'm going to Collude for game. And that's exactly how you win those type of matches, guys. Let's get into another match. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure as you guys can see in the header, it said Plant Synchro, and I played H.A.T. So, yeah. Now, I guess we're going against the Plant Synchro deck. And I don't necessarily remember. Oh, I do remember how this happened. If you guys remember what I was talking about Blackwings in my How to Play Blackwing series, I was like, there's certain cards that Blackwing decks can run effectively without having to change anything in the composition of the deck. And that can be crucial. That's very critical when you can run cards like Skill Drain, Vanity's Emptiness. You know, those douchebag cards that just ruin the opponent. And it doesn't hurt you at all. This is going to be a perfect example of why Chaos Plant, first of all, or Plant Synchro, or Quickdraw Plant is bad, even with Glow Bulb. And, you know, even though they have Glow Bulb, Mathematician, Soul Charge, and all that stuff, the deck is still really bad. And this is another reason why Blackwings are just that douchebaggish, because I am going to rip all of the answers all day, all game. We're going to start off with Black Whirlwind, something I normally don't start off with. Normally I just summon the Blackwing and then activate Black Whirlwind like a great player that I am. But go ahead and summon Bora, and I really don't care about him drawing. I have Vanity's Emptiness, so he already wasted his Mystical Space Typhoon. That means he has 1 to 2 more Mystical Space Typhoons in his deck. I want to clear the opposition. I'm going to have to attack over that Mathematician anyways. In this deck, there's no genuine way for me to get over Mathematician other than to destroy it by battle. Ooh, Lone Fire. That's a very good pickings for Vanity's Emptiness. Now, this is the theory behind Vanity's Emptiness. I already stopped. Vanity's Emptiness already did its job, right then and there. He lost a card, and I activated Vanity's Emptiness, preventing him from special summoning. So if he does Typhoon my other face-down card, it's fine. Vanity's Emptiness was never there anyways. In any type of other card that isn't continuous, if you use Vanity's Emptiness correctly, then you already plus. I just plussed off the Vanity's Emptiness. So him Typhooning another card is like blind space Typhooning. Vanity's Emptiness, if you play correctly, like I said, you'll never lose a game. This time, in this game, I don't necessarily play it correctly. I get a little aggressive, but then at the same time, you guys can understand my point why I got aggressive in the end. And essentially, like I said, he's gonna, if he does fight Space Typhoon other card, it's fine. Vanity's Emptiness already served its purpose in the initial point. It stopped him from special summoning with Lone Fire Blossom, so I'm very confident with that. I know his deck is revolved around nothing but Synchro Summons, so yeah. I mean, it's a douchebag card for him, and this is why I said this deck will never survive in a meta like this as long as Vanity's Emptiness is relevant. Cards like Vanity's Emptiness are relevant. These Floodgate cards just completely stop them from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And back then, we couldn't run cards like Vanity's Emptiness as effectively because everybody played a deck similar to Plant Synchro, where everything special summoned a whole bunch or did a lot of special summoning, so Vanity's Emptiness was not good for you to play, even with dedicated fields, because it was so easy to get rid of. Heavy Storm's a card, Mystical Space Typhoon was a card back then. Like, it was a lot of cards that were cards that prevented you from playing cards like Vanity's Emptiness. But now we have these decks that can sit on certain type of monsters that if they're destroyed, they get advantage anyways, or they can just immediately turn off Vanity's Emptiness whenever they want. So it's like, yeah, I completely understand how you feel right there. He's going to summon Mathematician to send Level Eater, and this is where I'm talking about I get aggressive. He has 2,700 life points. I really need to start watching out for Gores, because every single time I like go in, I lose to a Gores. So I'm very cautious. He goes Effect Veiler on my Sero. I don't know why he does that. I mean, it makes no sense to me. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and attack for 1,300, and then I'm going to attack for game. But this nigga plays Gores. No, this nigga plays Gores. I just was not expecting that. I mean, I don't know why he summoned the Gores token in attack, but I guess it wouldn't have mattered. If he summoned it in defense, Sirocco was going to get some damage anyways. But I just was not expecting that at all. I mean, out of all 40 cards in your deck, I don't expect Gores to ever be played. But I can understand why he plays it in this deck. I mean, it's a really good card. I mean, it does give you that stun factor. He plays no traps, so that being said, a lot of my cards are like completely useless. He's gonna special summon Global, and I already know he's trying to go with some fucking Stardust shit, so fuck you, nigga. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of these right now with my first Icarus attack. Now keep in mind, this man doesn't have that many cards. I mean, he has like 5 cards in hand, but I don't expect every single card to be able to go off. Like, that's fucking asinine to think that. And sure enough, this nigga has all of the fucking answers today. So he's gonna discard Mathematician for Quickdraw Synchro. I'm thinking that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and do that. I don't care about that. You're good right there. Then he's gonna Level Eater the Quickdraw Synchro. I'm like, alright, that's fine. This is gonna cause your fate right here. I'm thinking, alright, he can't go into 7, so I don't need to Icarus yet. And he goes into 5 or 6, and I can just Lance Chalice that motherfucker. Just put it, you know, send it to the Shadow Realm. So he summons a Junk Warrior with 2400 attack. I'm laughing. I'm like, that's nothing. That's nothing to a real nigga. And then he does the unthinkable, something I just don't think about anymore because I'm so used to it being at 1. This nigga goes into Formula Synchron, and I'm like, whoa, that's not cool. That +1 is not cool at all. I'm like, maybe I should have stopped that because he drops a fucking BLS, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's not nice at all. I mean, kudos to him on top of that. He didn't use Level Eater's effect again, even though, I mean, it probably would have been better. He's going to attack with the Junk Synchron. We're going to go into damage step. I'm going to Chalice my monster, and then I'm going to go ahead and Lance his monster, so I win this battle. Yeah, you thought you can get over that? Nah, nigga. Wait, could I have... I think I could have Lanced it and got away with that, so that was a waste of Chalice. Oh well. Then he summons BLS, and I'm like, no. God, no. God, no. Fuck this shit. No. No, get that out of here. Then he special summons again and has more answers. How do you get all of the answers today? This man had all of them. Keep in mind, I'm at 1 card in hand. It's a Sirocco. And I'm like, okay, I can summon Sirocco, but that doesn't get me anything. It gets me nowhere in this game by summoning Sirocco. It does not get me game. And he has Doppel Warrior and a freaking whatever this card is called. And he bounces it back for a bird, man. This man has all the answers. All of them. Muchos Anseros. This sucks. This sucks. I mean, I'm like, the only thing I need is a Bora to my side of the field. I need that Bella Bora right now. And he goes Armadas with no cards. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you, Bora. I've never been so happy to see you in here. And I go ahead and special Bora, and I'm like, fuck you, Sirocco effect. I'm gonna make Bora a buff-ass bitch. And yeah, it's nothing he can do about that. That's a win on our side. Let's get into game 2. Alright guys, I think I sided really good against this guy, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. If we get a good hand, which we did, I think we got a pretty good hand. We opened Vanities again, so it's a struggle for him. He's going to activate Mathematician to send whatever that fucking card is, I forget its name. Go over there, TheCaliEffect? No? You don't want to? Fuck you. I'm going to go ahead and summon Shira. Let's see his response. It's obviously going to be Effect Dealer. Telling by the summon, he just does not want me to gain monsters off of his monster drawing and all that other stuff. I mean, which is perfectly fine. I completely understand that. Like, that's pretty yellow swag cool if you want to just negate my monster's effect. That's very cool. I'm just going to let you get your monster's effect because, I mean, you know, I'm that type of nice guy that, you know, would love, you know, for you to get your card effect so you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want to effect with me, perfectly fine, man. We're gonna just set the Fiendish Chain and Vanity's Emptiness, and I'm gonna tell you, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Just for effect bailing me. That was not nice. He's gonna go ahead and draw. I did draw Maxi on my sideboard card. The Maxi is essentially to get further into my cards like Vanity's Emptiness after I just destroy his board. So hopefully, you know, I can get something really good out of this if I do decide to Maxi. If he doesn't, you know, do what I want, I still have Shura on board, so I can always just run over his monster and gain another monster from it. You would think when somebody activates Quickdraw that, you know, and maybe they have Dandelion in hand and Maxi is just gonna go yum 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 yum. What? You don't want to do anything? Alright, sure, we'll just flip with Vanity's Emptiness right now. That's fine. I drew my second one. It's fine. I don't mind losing that to Illusive Space Cyclone this time around. For the sole reason that I know he has Gores if you're not committing anything on board. I'm not falling for that Gores trick again. Maybe next time, but not today. What do you have? Just a monster defense? That's fine with me. Alright, see, now I'm actually drawing Blackwing monsters to follow up with it. Like I said, I don't necessarily need it. If you do play hands, that's a big fuck you right there. And then we're going to go ahead and Shura. Vanities is some bullshit. Well, I mean, I just want to say, playing this, you're playing a very old deck, so what do you expect? The deck isn't that great anymore, like I've stated before. Ooh, more Blackwing monsters. This is going to be really fun. Like, I felt that this was very fun for me. I mean, it ain't no BS. Spore, that's fine. I just wish I could special summon, which, you know, you can't really win it all, so we're going to go ahead and hit for game. No game? Yeah, game. And that's basically how I won the last game. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy.